Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! What a beautiful evening it is on this island. Thank you guys so much for the outpouring of love and support you continue to show this YouTube channel every single day. I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke, and I do believe that dreams can come true. And even with how cliche that sounds, that is a truer word than ever has been spoken before in a lifetime. Because dreams really can happen for somebody, and that's what Descendants and Zombies has made us believe and made us realize. A very strong script, a very powerful message with very powerful stars portraying characters such as Red, Chloe, Bridget. Beautifully done, and I think that if there was a cast to have the torch passed to them from the original Descendants cast, it would have been this one. Kylie Cantrell is a very powerful portrayal of the young Queen of Hearts' daughter, Red, and she's done a fabulous job ever since the very first time I laid eyes on her. I think she has a prominent future with the Disney company. I think that she still has a long way to go, but that doesn't mean she can't learn, because she is so incredibly beautiful and she's so vibrant. I think one of the best words that you can use to describe Kylie Cantrell would be vibrant, because she really stands out amongst a crowd. Kind of like how she did when she was just 9 years old, wanting to be a star of the Descendants franchise, memorizing all the songs. She really had it down to be a star of Descendants, and she really got it done. And now when Descendants started calling her up to have the opportunity to portray Red in this new franchise, she really made the most of this opportunity, and I give her a profound amount of credit. Do I think she deserved all the criticism she received? No, not really, because Kylie Cantrell wasn't given much of a chance. That's the thing. She had all these reoccurring roles on shows like Bizarre and Ravensholm as Jasmine and other characters that she portrayed over the years. Working alongside such legends as Raven Simone definitely taught her a lot of experience, and I think that she deserved more of an opportunity, because this is what Disney does. Disney will take you and they will sprinkle you everywhere on a show, like Shake It Up, like they did with Dove Cameron. Dove Cameron's song was featured in the background, a lot of scenes for Shake It Up, and then Bella Thorne reached out to her in a tweet on Twitter at the time, because Twitter was really popular at the heights of its popularity, said, hey, I thought your music was cool, do you want an opportunity? And Disney gave her an opportunity when she was called by an agent after having been discovered. Kylie Cantrell pretty much suffered the same fate, was sprinkled everywhere before being given these huge opportunities to be in hot franchises such as Descendants and High School Musical, the series, as Tony. Her resume definitely spoke for itself, but I was a fan of Kylie Cantrell ever before the thought of her being a Descendants character was in the minds of Disney producers. I watched her on a show called Hello Kylie, a very popular YouTube channel produced by her dad and her family. With a household background, growing up at a dance home, with a mother who was a professional dancer and a producer of a father, she became one of the success story for Disney overnight. And it didn't happen because she wanted to be a success story overnight. It happened because of all of you. The outpouring of love and support Kylie received in less than 1 year, getting over 500,000 subscribers on a YouTube channel. Allow me to put that in perspective for you. It takes a lifetime to have over 500,000 subscribers on a YouTube channel. I've been podcasting for over 25 years. I believe it'll be 27 years this August. And that is incredible, how I've been doing this for 27 years and I have only about 3,000 subscribers on a YouTube channel. For me, that's a milestone, because I never thought I'd get 500 subscribers, much less 3,000. But just put this into perspective. My 3,000 to Kylie Cantrell's 500,000 subscribers in less than 1 year. That's incredible. I know some independent artists who create these YouTube channels and have over 350,000 views in 15, 16 years. So it really takes a lifetime to get to that point, to really reach the pinnacle of your career in the upper echelon of success. You know, many people try to get to the upper echelon of success and drastically fail. But Kylie Cantrell's beauty, Kylie Cantrell's strength and perseverance got her to that point. She was so courageous, she was so fearless, and I give her a profound amount of credit for getting to the point that she was at and staying with that momentum, riding that same wave of momentum ever since. Off the success of her TV shows, off the success of her web show. I've always wanted to have a web show that would be extremely popular. And that's the story of my life, having a web show that would be extremely popular and surpass the expectations of every critic that I had out there. Because I had a lot of critics. And I was able to do that by falling in love with this niche, because the Descendants and Zombies fans are incredibly supportive of who and what they believe in. And as long as you're creating Descendants and Zombies videos that they can relate to through your stories and your storytelling, then they are going to support you for forever. From now until the end of time, they will forever love you, because their love is unconditional. And that's something I found very appreciative of the Descendants and Zombies universe, was that they will never quit on you. Some of the very first subscribers I had on this YouTube channel within the first 5 videos are still here. And I can't really believe that. I can't even begin to put into words how appreciative I am of having so many incredible people having having subscribed to this YouTube channel. And they are people from all walks of life. People who are professional dancers, professional YouTube video creators themselves. It is truly unbelievable how much of a reach this YouTube channel has, and how much of a reach the Descendants and Zombies universe has, because it's really a community, a very supportive community, a very enjoyable community to be a part of, in my opinion, because I've been doing commentary for a very long time, and I've talked about a lot of different niches that really have never made sense to me at all. But this is the first niche that's really made perfect sense to me as a YouTube creator. I don't know where I'd be without your incredible amount of support and your love. It is truly an accomplishment in my own mind to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone and to have talked about Descendants and Zombies in the way that I felt that it's deserved to be talked about for a very long time. Because a lot of people put over 45 minutes into a video for YouTube creation, and they talk about Descendants and Zombies in a way that really disgusts you, that really leaves you upset, at a point in your life you don't want to be at. Because after 10 years of Descendants, are the only things that we can say about Descendants and Zombies presenting that much of a negative vibe that so many people aren't even researching Descendants and Zombies anymore when you go on YouTube or Bing? It's ridiculous how many people will not even Google Descendants or Zombies anymore because of the ridiculous videos that they are finding. Because we're capitalizing on a niche. We're capitalizing on the popularity of it. We're capitalizing on the revenue of it, posting these reaction videos that make really no sense. And I've seen a lot of ridiculous reviews of Descendants and Zombies, believe you me. Reviews that had no business ever being posted on YouTube. So much so that I've thought about launching a presidential campaign because Kylie Cantrell's political point of view somewhere, somehow, had managed to find its way into the conversation about Descendants and Zombies. How does Kylie Cantrell's political point of view have anything to do with Descendants and Zombies? It's just something negative for us to talk about and shed light on about Kylie Cantrell's life because of her opinion. The girl is entitled to an opinion, and I think that a girl's opinion has a tremendous amount of worth. And I'll tell you why a girl's opinion has a tremendous amount of worth. Because a girl's opinion matters in this lifetime. A girl has a voice for a reason. God gave them voices for a reason. It was to be heard. And I think that Kylie Cantrell, Ruby Rose Turner, and Mila Baker have used those voices very powerful to touch the hearts of so many people, to inspire so many people from what they believe in. No matter if it was how Ruby Rose Turner loved tacky chips or had a crush on Justin Bieber when she was 10 years old. No matter how Kylie Cantrell always wanted to create YouTube videos like her friends were doing at such a very young age and be a part of Descendants and High School Musical, she had the opportunity to do it. Maybe because of her YouTube channel being very popular and reaching the heights of popularity, which Jonathan Clarke can only ever dream of getting to the point of, but she did it. And Malia Baker, of course, achieved worldwide popularity for being a phenomenal actress and a singer. I think that Kylie Cantrell has always been one to show up, and always has been one to be very supportive of her fans. I think she's got a connection with her fans unlike any other celebrity that I've seen out there have connection with their fans over the years. You know, some people just show up for the sake of PR. Others show up because they love it so much. And Dove Cameron, Kylie Cantrell, Malia Baker, Ruby Rose Turner are on a list of its own and really in a class of its own because they really do show up. And when they're not performing, when they're not rehearsing dance numbers, they are in the gym lifting weights. I have seen tremendous workout videos of Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner. They have muscles. In most places, people don't even have places of muscles. They are in the best shape of their life. I mean, Ruby Rose Turner has the most phenomenal abs that I think I've ever seen a girl of her age have. And that really goes to show just how dedicated Ruby Rose Turner is. She's so fearless. She's so strong. So why deny her the opportunity to entertain so many incredible people and come off as an inspiration to so many incredible people? You know, doing these dance rehearsals for a group of kids who are inspired by Ruby Rose Turner and Kylie Cantrell is one way of looking at it when they rehearsed Life is Sweeter When You Are, when Descendants, The Rise of Red was really at the heights of its popularity, really at its peak. It's one way of looking at it. But I think more PR will really help this Descendants franchise get over and spread a more positive message of kindness, because kindness really does go a long way in this world. And I give Ruby a profound amount of credit for being able to do that in a way that no other celebrity has been able to do it. Nobody else could have portrayed Bridget as powerfully as what she did. And yes, those are the cops going down my street because I live on a road where a zombie apocalypse could break out at any given moment. Ruby, to me, really inspired me to become a better person. And I know I say this a lot on my show, and oftentimes I must sound like a broken record, but she really did inspire me to become a better person, because I think there are never enough kind people seen in this world. The friendships between Kylie Cantrell, Malia Baker, and Ruby Rose Turner are friendships that I will never ever forget about, and I will forever cherish, because when they were at their lowest points, they had each other. And that's why some of the most beautiful friendships have been created from the Descendants and Zombies franchises, because they're so supportive of each other. I mean, you take it, for instance, Mila Manheim and Meg Donnelly's relationship. So supportive of each other. I mean, why do they deserve criticism? And all these rumors start up about them. Oh, they live together, so they must be in a relationship. Malia Baker and Kylie Contrell have to hit it off because they're so supportive of each other and incredibly close. I think a friendship between two girls, I've been advocate about this, and I've been adamant about this on my show for forever. I think a friendship between two girls is very supportive and very beautiful. I think that more of this should be happening. I think that girls should get closer with each other because they tell each other everything, and they have beautiful friendships that definitely overshadow any friendship that two guys could ever have, no matter what their circumstances are. They are incredibly supportive of each other. They're texting each other. They're calling each other all the time. So why should we come down hard on a girl for having a friendship with another girl when they see something in them that others can't? Like relationships between a guy and a girl. It never makes sense because they don't understand each other like two girls would. So I think having said that, I think we really need to shy away from all the criticism about Kylie Contrell and Marie Rose Turner and give them the benefit of the doubt, because I think that they still have a long way to go. They're really figuring out their place in the franchises. It's just a shame that Ruby's time with the Descendants was very short-lived. You can bring in all the actresses you want to replace Ruby, but Ruby will forever and always hold a very special place in my heart. And I just want to put this out there. Ruby, I love you so much for how you showed up, how you were very dedicated, although your time with the Descendants franchise was very short-lived. I'm going to miss you, man. And I want the opportunity to work with Ruby and to meet Ruby eventually in my lifetime, because my life is far from over and I still have a long way to go. I know that. I know this show is not the best, but it will get there. And a lot of girls are probably saying, what are you talking about, Jonathan Clarke? You have some of the best Descendants videos that I've seen on YouTube. Well, it's all about speaking from your heart and never preparing a written statement, never coming on your show and stating the negative. If you're going to state anything, state how you feel about a franchise. Give it a chance. Give it more of an opportunity and see where you go from here. See what kind of places it takes for you, what kind of doors it will open up for you. I guarantee you, if you say more nice things about Descendants and Zombies, more people are going to subscribe. I mean, I could choose to come on here and talk about Descendants and Zombies and tear it down, but I want to build it up in the way of credibility. I don't want to take away the positive vibe that Kylie Contrell and Ruby Rose Turner have given you for forever, that Mila Baker has desperately tried to instill in all of your minds. Because if I did that, then what's the point of me ever having a YouTube channel? I see what I see, and I say how I feel, because I think that's the most powerful way of doing it, rather than criticizing it, and criticizing something you really don't know anything about, which a lot of YouTube creators do. They see the possibility and potential with Descendants and how powerful of a franchise it is, and they try to tear it down from the ground up. I want you to know that this YouTube channel will forever and always be here for you to help you make sense of Descendants and Zombies in ways that no other YouTube channels have been able to. Because a lot of people will just tear it down from the ground up without giving it a chance. I mean, we have a 2-year release window now between Descendants 4, The Rise of Red, and Descendants 5, Wicked Wonderland. So, let's see where we go with from here with this. Let's see what happens by the time we see the Kingdom Cup games. Let's see what kind of characters see their introduction into the Descendants franchise. Because there is still a long way to go, and so much of a story yet to be told. No matter how many times you feel as if you've reached the point of climax and the story is over with Descendants, oh, this story is far from over, and we still have a long way to go and so much more of a story yet to be told. Because, you know, you take, for instance, the stories of Twilight and the stories of the Vampire Diaries. I mean, so much more of a story could be told when it comes to Twilight, but for some reason, they felt as if they had told enough chapters, written enough books, and just said goodbye. And the original cast of Descendants pretty much felt the same way. Without Cameron Boyce, they believed they had told the story and they had completed it. There was no such thought of, well, continuing on the legacy of Descendants and honoring Cameron Boyce by telling a new chapter and writing a new story. They just wanted to say goodbye. So what happened was they honored Cameron Boyce's memory in the first 5 minutes of the Descendants Rise of Red movie, introduced us to a new franchise with a whole new concept, and now Alice in Wonderland characters have taken Descendants over by fire, like rapid fire. It's amazing how much they've exploded in popularity. You know, I'm not just saying this because I was a huge fan of Alice in Wonderland characters, and I feel like Alice in Wonderland characters are very underappreciated. I'm saying this because that's the reality of it. I mean, Kylie Contrell is a far more fierce and a far more stronger representation of a VK than what Dove Cameron ever was. Dove Cameron was just there to portray herself for being the daughter of Maleficent and trying to find her purpose in life. And while she may have gotten to that point where she realized what her purpose was as a VK, here comes Kylie Contrell. She doesn't care what anybody thinks of her, and she's just all up in your face, ready to go, and ready to kick a whole lot of ass. And that's what Kylie Contrell has been doing for forever, and she's been inspiring people along the way. So do I think that Kylie Contrell deserves to be criticized for trying to inspire so many people? No, not really. I don't think she deserves to be criticized for her portrayal of the Descendants character, her friendship with Malia Baker, her friendship with Ruby Rose Turner. because it's beautiful. So if it's a beautiful friendship, why criticize it? Why can't we just support it? That's what I forever and always believed, is that if something is so beautiful, why tear down its credibility? Why try to take it away from somebody? Why try to take away the possibility of forever actually existing and happily ever after being a possibility and a chance for somebody? Because it really is a chance. And forever can really go a long way, can really go the distance. I'm sure you have a friend out there that's never heard the words that they are loved in a really long time. So I think now is the perfect opportunity for you to pick up the phone and call that friend and let them know that you love them, because you never know when you'll have that time back. The thing that Descendants teaches us, I say this because Descendants has taught us a very valuable lesson about time really is a precious commodity. I learned this years ago in many businesses that I work with. Time really is a precious commodity because we don't know how long we have left. And because we don't know how long we have left, we have to make every moment in this lifetime count and really matter, and be really appreciative of every moment that we are given and offered in life. Because we never know when that time is going to elapse. From the moment time elapses, we don't know when time is going to evolve and evaporate off into existence. So what we have to do is we have to make every moment count. And that's what Descendants has taught us, because being in possession of a pocket watch can create a lot of controversy, but it can also put a lot of stuff into perspective. And that's just how valuable time is and how precious of a commodity it actually is. I know for sure that if I was in possession of a pocket watch, I would go back in time and I would fix a lot of the mistakes that I've made and tell more people that I love them, because I wish forever and always that I could have had this time back. You know, my mom passed away when I was 19 years old from a battle with cancer, and every day that goes by, I wish I had more time to tell her I love her. My dad passed away several years later, and I wish I had time back to tell him how much I appreciated him. But I know that whatever I do in life and wherever I go, I will go down in history for being one of the greatest of all time because of each and every one of you. Thank you so much, by the way, for having subscribed to this YouTube channel when you didn't have to, and seeing the good in me when nobody else did. Because of you, my legacy has been achieved. I never ever thought, 15 years ago I'd be sitting behind this podcast microphone and be talking about Descendants and Zombies in such a way that it would be so powerful and thousands of people would have subscribed to my YouTube channel. But hey, if it works, go with the flow. And that's what I've been doing for forever. I've been believing in the flow working, and the flow's always and forever work with me. And this flow just happens to be about Descendants and Zombies and learning how, if you stay calm and zombie on, anything is possible. The Zombies franchise has a lot of rumors circulating around the involvement of mermaids, pirates, witches, sirens, and just what was inside of that vortex. It's only early, but even though it's only early, the predictions are quite adorable. I've been reading the predictions about what's inside of that vortex for what feels like forever, and at this point, I would really go for anything being inside of that vortex, because Zombies still has a long way to go. With this new franchise now being introduced to new characters portrayed by Malachi Burton and Freya Skye, what was inside of that vortex will be revealed by Zombies 5. And the thing is, too, if you don't have a 2-year release window, every year if you had a new Zombies movie, then there would have to be a setup for every movie, which would make the plot more confusing than ever before. People wouldn't be as excited between Zombies releases, but now people are more excited than ever before, because the release window sometimes is up to 3 years before we see a new Zombies or Descendants movie. So with that being suggested, more predictions can kind of come in, and as we etch ever closer to Zombies 5 in summer 2027 or midway 2027, I think this is going to be something that is going to be history really in the making, and history most certainly more than ever before that we are all going to be a part of. This is history, and we are all going to be a part of something really special. From the first moment I watched Descendants and Zombies, I knew that it was forever going to have an imprint on all of our hearts left, and it's left me really excited to find out what's going to happen next in the next chapter. No matter how long we are away from a new chapter of Descendants and Zombies being written and being revealed, there's a chance of new characters, new storylines being created and derived. There's a chance of Jonathan Clarke coming in as Red's love interest, Meg Donnelly's love interest, Addison's love interest. There's always a chance for something happening. Hey, you could see me compete in the Kingdom Cup games as the voice of Descendants and Zombies, which is an honor that I'm really proud to have, because 10 years ago, I never thought I'd be the voice of Descendants and Zombies, but you girls have made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies, and I have to tell you, it's a real prestigious honor to have. And it's a huge responsibility to have this on your shoulders, too, because you know that a lot of people rely on you for great Descendants and Zombies videos, so why am I going to come on here with the incentive to tear down the credibility of Descendants and Zombies when I could rebuild it back up? Because if these stars are such inspirations to all of you, then the creator of the videos needs to realize how much you respect them and how much they mean to you. And because I know how much they mean to you, I am going to be forever and always supportive of them. This show will always be here for them to help them make sense of things they necessarily can't when you're faced with so much criticism. Just think about being that star. Being Kylie Cantrell, opening up your eyes every morning, and being afraid and being reluctant to YouTube yourself because you don't know what you're going to find or what you're going to see. So I just kind of wanted to take that away from them, give them a guy they could YouTube where nothing but good things will be heard and seen, so that they would have a more positive vibe about Descendants of Zombies and feel incentive and encouragement from what they've been doing. So they would go to the gym and they would lift heavier weights, so that they would learn the dance numbers more powerfully than ever before. Because I'm telling you something, those dance numbers for Red and Life is Sweeter When You Are, huge inspirations to so many people. And now more people want to dance, more people want to get into the choreographing of the business and understanding the concept of what really happens behind closed doors. And that's really beautiful. I love that so much about Descendants of Zombies, how it's still the possibility of any dream really becoming a reality for everybody. And I want you to know, no matter what stands in your way, you will achieve that dream. It will and it can happen for you. It's just a matter of time and how the dream will unfold and how the dream will be revealed to each and every one of you. And a dream can come in many forms. A dream can end up with you realizing your fullest potential. A dream can end up with you finding your one true love and falling in love with them eternally. There are so many ways this can go, but I'm forever and always going to be supportive and appreciative of where Descendants and Zombies has got me to. It brought me to all of you. And this is a place that I want to forever and always remain, because Descendants and Zombies fans are incredibly supportive. And I just love being here creating this show for each and every one of you the way it was meant to be created and for the way it's been deserved to be presented for forever. Because a lot of people choose to really criticize Descendants and Zombies when they have no business doing it. So I want to say from my heart to yours, thank you so much. You know, when I could never make sense of my own life, I knew I had each and every one of you, and that meant a whole lot to me, more than you will ever know. This is why I show up on YouTube all the time, creating these beautiful videos for each and every one of you, because I believe that you deserve to hear far better commentaries about Descendants and Zombies than you have ever heard. And I'm going to be that one guy who follows through with his promise that I made a year and a half ago of uploading at least one Descendants and Zombies video every day of his life for hopefully the rest of my life. You know, I don't know how long I've got left as a YouTube creator, but I plan to make the most of it. And I plan to really squeeze the juice out of the Descendants and Zombies lemons until the last drop solidifies. Because you guys to hear nothing but the best in the way of reviews about Descendants and Zombies, and have deserved to hear nothing but the best for far long enough now. And it's about time somebody showed up and gave you these reviews, these analogies, and been the Descendants analyst for a very long time. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for showing up, for being here, for watching these videos every single night. I will return later on tonight with another great video about Descendants and Zombies for you just before the sun sets, and then after the sun sets, of course, because I've got 2 more videos on tap at least, if not 3. So thank you so much for all the love and support you have shown this YouTube channel as you sing your favorite Descendants songs, as you make friends with more people than you've ever made before, because one of the greatest gifts of this lifetime is having a beautiful friendship with somebody when you least expect it. And some friendships come in disguise, because you never know who you're going to fall in love with, you never know who you're going to be friends with, and who you're going to remain friends with for the rest of your lives. Some people come into your life and they fade off into obscurity, and others remain for forever. And I think some of those beautiful friendships of all time have been created eternally and forever and always from Descendants and Zombies. Meg Donnelly, Mila Manheim, Kylie Cantrell, Amelia Baker, Ruby Rose Turner, and Kylie Cantrell, whose friendships have been profiled on and off again. But I think never enough good things are said about these friendships. And the more good vibe that we can present for these friendships, the longer they are going to last forever and always, and really for an eternity. As I say, thank you from my heart to yours. I honestly don't know where I would be without your guys' incentive, your power that you show, and your incredible strength, because we are stronger together as fans of Descendants and Zombies. And if you could do me the honor of allowing me to be the voice of Descendants and Zombies for just a little while longer, I promise you I will never go away, and I will never let you down. This YouTube channel will always be here for each and every one of you to help you make sense of the franchises you love so much. Franchises ultimately more popular, far beyond the expectations of anyone who may have reviewed Hannah Montana, Wizards, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody years ago. These 2 franchises are going to last forever. And I'm going to do everything within my power to make sure that these franchises do in fact last forever, because they deserve to last forever, to last eternally. No matter what the lesson is you took away from Descendants and Zombies, it's a lesson you've cherished and you've held within your heart for forever, because I know Descendants and Zombies will forever and always hold a very special place in your heart. With that having been said, I think there is no better time, no better opportunity that's presented itself to spread a message of kindness on this YouTube channel. I want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you have shown this YouTube channel and continue to show it, because we still have a long way to go. But that doesn't mean that we can't get there and get there together. We will find our light, and there's no better way to find that light than by finding that light together. I will return in just a few hours from now, just before the sun sets, with another great Descendants and Zombies video, which I can only hope you will join me for. You can watch this video in my archives until a few hours from now by YouTube. Having said that, we will talk again in just a few hours from now. Be kind to one another. Keep kindness in your heart, as I will keep you in mine, as we will talk in just a few hours from now.